Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Harlequin here, and welcome to another episode of The Last Stand. Happy fun time with Harlequin! Woohoo! I'm just going to be playing some of The Last Stand today. Relic recently announced that they released The Last Stand Alone, which is its own standalone version of The Last Stand. Kind of confusing when you say it that way, but it's its own game available on Steam, and that kind of got me hankering for some more The Last Stand games, and so I figured I'd give my shot at recording them all again. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and go through and just introduce you to the character that I like to play for The Last Stand, the Farseer. As you can see, ooh, I've got this little upgrade to elite status button. Basically, that'll revert me back down to level 1. Whenever you hit level 20, you can do that, but it gives you an item that increases your score quite a bit. Good if you want to be competitive about scoring, but I don't care so much about that. So let's take a look here at my character, and then I'm just going to go ahead and try and find a random game. So my theme when I play the Farseer is I focus everything on Runes of the Harlequin. Yes, I know, Harlequin. Runes of the Harlequin. I like to pretend they added that one for me, but I base my entire build off of that. So the name of the game here is Runes of Harlequin. Confuses enemies and makes them fight amongst themselves. It doesn't cost very much. Costs 15 mana, and then pretty much I get Runes of Fortune, which allows me to buff my allies and myself with a little defensive bonus here. Again, only costs 10 mana. And then pretty much the rest of everything that ever since I hit level 20, everything else is focused around survivability, speed, and mana regeneration. So my pistol here gives me Swift, which is 25% movement speed. It also gives me combat expertise, which gives me 30% melee damage. My sword gives me energy regeneration and energy. My armor is like the toughest armor you can find. Basically, it's got the most armor rating, and it's got Fearless, and Fearless, of course, gives you immunity to suppression. Super duper useful there. And then for my commander item, I use the level 20 commander item that gives me an aura of mana regeneration that affects all of my allies. It gives me it too, so it gives a 0.3 mana regeneration. So I have 0.9 total extra mana regeneration, so I'm almost double my base mana regen. And so the name of the game is run around, be fast, confuse tons of enemies, and buff my allies, and take care of my allies. So what I'm going to do now, since I don't have any regular people I play The Last Stand with, and honestly, kind of the fun of The Last Stand is that you just kind of play with random folks and try to make it all work out. I'm just going to go out to general chat right now and see what I can find and put together a team for you all. So be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I was just walking around in general chat here, and I just said, hey, who wants to be in a video? So looks like we've got Mr. Kartoffel going to be playing as the Chaos Sorcerer today, and Mr. Inferable. Yes, Mr. Inferable going to be playing today as the Hive Tyrant. I can see he's got some Gene Stealers and some other junk going on here. Kartoffel, let's take a quick look at some of his traits, see what he's got going on right now. Reactive Strike, Zealous, yeah, okay, looks good. Okay, looks good. Let's go ahead and see what's up here. We've got a level 20 Chaos Sorcerer and a level 18 Hive Tyrant. So these are some of my favorite matchups, or at least the best games I've ever had involve one or both of these kind of players, or one or both of these kind of heroes here. So I'm kind of excited. Again, I'm just playing this live right now, so this is not like really rehearsed or anything. I'm just going to kind of play some games of The Last Stand and see what happens. Oh yeah, and as you can see, my awesome video processing computer has no problem loading a simple game of The Last Stand. I don't know why I take pride in that. It's just it's the little things in life. Anyhow, so we've got the Chaos Sorcerer and we've got the Hive Tyrant. Some of the best Chaos Sorcerers I've seen run around and just mind control everything and take control over everything, and the Hive Tyrants just need to be tanky and spam stuff out there. Well, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to go ahead and run down to the lower left hand side. Once again, my build focus is primarily on confusing troops like mad and buffing our allies, so I'm going to go ahead and start that off right now here. Bam, just going to confuse all of these guys, putting some fortune up on myself and putting some fortune, maybe I'll even start fortuning up his Gene Stealers. As you can see here, we do have that nice, I can't quite remember the name of that AoE kind of AoE explosion that the Hive Tyrant has right there. I've pretty much played the Hive Tyrant just a little bit also. They're pretty fun. And let's see, he's just summoning Gene Stealers like mad here, so I shouldn't worry on buffing them too much. He's just going to be kind of spamming them out there. Oh no, and a little bit of a blunder here. Nobody grabbed this northern victory point, but we can see our Chaos Sorcerer running around, having a good old time up there by himself. I'm going to avoid these gentlemen for the time being. No point in mind controlling them just yet. Yeah, whatever. I'll just go ahead and start hacking away at them. And now we can see, yes, here he is. He basically can clone units, so it's super useful late game, especially when you start having to deal with huge tanks and land raiders and things like that. If the Chaos Sorcerer can grab onto some of that, it goes a lot smoother. So I have high hopes for this team. This should be a little bit of fun here. Already moving on here to Wave 2. I'm going to go ahead and let's grab some of these chicks. And this is always kind of problematic. I need to use my fortune on myself here. Oh my god, T, don't be a noob. I refer to myself as T, by the way. Don't be a noob. There we go. Okay, let me get out of here. I almost had a little bit of a blunder there. But now this is good because I'm running the Banshees in front of all of the shots here from these Wraith guards. So we'll see. I'm going to continue. Now I'm going to start controlling Wraith guards. And let's see how our allies are doing. We can see we've got some friendly Wraith guards here. And, whoa, he's going to go ahead and cast that a little bit. Let me put some buffs up on our friendly Wraith guards. Put some buffs up on our friendly Harlequin. Okay, that's looking pretty good, using my Runes of the Harlequin to confuse. And as you can see here, our humongous Hive Tyrant, oh, that was a well-timed special attack there. Our humongous Hive Tyrant has had no problem staying alive. I'm going to try and keep him buffed as best I can. He is, of course, a massive tank. And the Chaos Sorcerer, for the most part, can teleport all over the place. So he should be pretty good. He's pretty brutal. And I love the fact that he's just controlling all of these, or he's got all of these little clones here. So I'll keep them buffed just because they're fun to have. And he can just kind of keep cycling them as we get further and further on in the levels here. So that's looking pretty good. Again, he keeps summoning these Gene Stealers over and over, so I don't really want to buff them too much because it seems like it's not really worth it. But that's fine. So just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the score up here on the left, these are all the multipliers. We get that for staying alive longer. Every level we stay alive, we get another multiplier here on the green one. And the faster we get each level here, we're going to get the orange multiplier on the left. And the blue multipliers on the right we get by controlling these victory points here. I'm going to go way over here on the left and try and just control a random squad that I see out there. Hopefully getting them to fight amongst themselves and kind of keep them from coming. Give my allies some time to kill everything. We can see I'm going to go ahead and throw a buff up on the Hive Tyrant there. And the Chaos Sorcerer is looking pretty good. I think I'll start grabbing some of these Assault Marines here. And the Devastators, oh no, the Devastators captured my stupid victory point over here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and confuse the Devastators a little bit. Hopefully they'll go off and find another target, although it's likely they might just stand here and fight me instead. Yep, that's what they're going to do. As I've explained before, confuse doesn't actually put them on your team. It just kind of puts them onto a third team. So they'll just kind of attack you or attack the enemy. It seems like most of the time, though, they wander off and attack the enemy, and that's pretty good. So this is already looking like a stellar team. I do enjoy these guys. I'm going to go ahead and confuse the Ravener down there, and then I'm going to go ahead and confuse... I'm going to go ahead and confuse the Raveners this time. I often have trouble trying to confuse the Lictor because he's just one guy. But a group of 3 Raveners, yeah, you can see, fight amongst yourselves, ignore all of us. I'm even going to put a buff up here on our Wraith Guards. Oops, I should also put a buff up here on our Harlequin. There we go. And try and confuse at least some of these Hormigons here. That ought to stop them a little bit. And taking a look down here, we can see that our Hive Tyrant is just doing a fantastic job. He's just a giant, invulnerable, crazy tank dude. That's fine, and I'm just going to start confusing some random troops here all around this side. Unfortunately, usually when you get within range to confuse, you can also fire your pistol, which will steal their aggro. If you can ever confuse them and get away without ever doing anything to them, they'll just stand there and fight and never talk to you again. I'm going to confuse these little guys here because it looks like they're trying to cap our victory point up there. And I'll use that time to buff myself and try and grab the victory point myself. And that's looking pretty good there. All right, so that's going to go. You can see our multiplier is steadily going up. There is some achievement, one of the achievement pieces of War Gear you unlock for having a couple hundred multiplier. You obviously can't die to do that, but we'll see. Oh, and these guys down here, I totally missed them completely. That's okay, I'll grab that. I'll grab that, no worries whatsoever. And, ooh, taking a little bit of damage there. I'll throw a buff up on our Chaos Sorcerer once I grab this point. He's looking good. The Shooter Boys here, I'm going to grab one of them. I forget, though, are we going to... Oh, he wrecked the hell out of them. Never mind there. He's using the Burrow ability. Those guys are all dead there. And we do have some of these controlled Devourer Raveners here. I'm going to go ahead and grab these knobs up here, but unfortunately I can only grab one of them, and I didn't grab the one that was picking up on that victory point. But for the most part, I think we're kind of fine here. We can see the Chaos Sorcerer is just doing a fantastic job. I really like that guy. Look at all the damage he's doing over here. Holy crap. That's fantastic. I'm just going to continue confusing. Let me buff up his Raveners a little bit. Never mind. What did he grab? Oh, yeah, he grabbed a War Truck. Yes. I don't really know that a War Truck is all that good, but it's certainly pretty sweet. You can see that the way that he has it, it basically leeches life and mana with every shot. So see all the little rings popping up around it. Really, really awesome. I think if this game goes the way I expect it will, late game he's going to be grabbing like Chaos Predators and Land Raiders, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to continue mind controlling here. Going to grab this guy. Things are looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. These guys are tough. Let's see. I want to grab some of these gentlemen here. It doesn't really matter who I grab. He's all over that. I'm just going to keep fortuning since we're all over this, and I'll even throw some fortune up here. Can I actually get into this thing? I can get into this war truck. Ah, that's sweet. Anyhow. Let's see. All right, so a big old blob here of guardsmen. Oh, boy, I didn't have fortune up right then. You can see I took a lot of damage. Waiting for this thing to come off cooldown so I can grab these guys right behind me. There we go. Quicker I can set the Ogres on top of each other, the better. And let's see how this war truck is going to do here. I'm going to keep confusing the guardsmen. And see, I'm trying to just basically control the right-hand side of the map right now. Oh, God, Ogren, get off of that thing, you bastards. Oh, no, it was the other one. Oh, well. I'm just going to start capping it as soon as he's done with it. There we go. Going to cap this point back right away. I do like going for the multiplier whenever it's a good team. Now the Ogrins are back on me. I'm going to control the Ogrins once again. Fortune myself. I always want to say fortify because that's what it feels like. Honest to God, though, our Hive Tyrant here is totally invulnerable. He's doing a fantastic job. I'm not too worried about him. I'll continue keeping armor up on my allies as I see fit. Oh, God, where's our Chaos Sorcerer, though? There he is. I threw a Fortune on him. I'm pretty sure I threw a Fortune on him. I'll throw another one just to be sure. I couldn't really see. Gonna go ahead and grab those Chaos Guardsmen there, and okay, that's looking okay. Hopefully he'll pick up some Ogrins or something here. I honestly don't think that War Truck is that awesome, but it is kind of cool how much it life links. That thing looks great. Let me grab some more Guardsmen. Let me fortune myself once again, and I think that's pretty good. I think we're looking okay here. I'm gonna go up and actually start doing some damage here. Probably my biggest criticism of myself is that I don't use a lot of my downtime to kill things because I rely so much on my allies killing everything. And there's probably better ways for me to do that, but that's okay. Gonna get the old stabby stab on there. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. And we've got our own little war truck here. So I haven't played Chaos, so I don't know a whole lot about how they work. But this is what I usually see them do, and it's super effective. So I do enjoy it a lot. You can see I'm mind controlling the Tyrant Guard there. I'll mind control the other one as well. And now the Venom Brood, actually, I should be grabbing the Venom Brood because I don't want them to wreck up on our war truck. So I'm going to grab that Venom Brood up top here. They can help out a little bit. I'm going to put some buffs on my allies here. Where's that Chaos Sorcerer? Oh my God, myself. Got to remember the Harlequin. Harlequin needs buffs. Harlequin needs buffs here. Come on, Harlequin, get out of there. Every now and then there's a little bit of lag. It can be kind of annoying. Grab the Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, good. He's using his little blink ability, and he's killing all sorts of stuff there. I'm going to try and put a fortune up. Oh, look at that. I was going to try and put a fortune up on that guy as well on our war truck here. And we have a nice little thing going on here. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to keep grabbing these Tyrant Guards. I'm actually going to sneak all the way up here and try and grab on. Oh, never mind. Chaos Sorcerer is all over that. He's good point oriented as well here. Chaos Truck, Chaos War Truck, doing its best right now. I'm going to keep the fortune up on it just for shits and giggles here to see how well that works. Oh my God, I swore in my own show. I almost never do that. Oh well, that's fine. That's my own rule, not somebody else's.